Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing the new Ford Escape Hybrid. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Ken Gar Ford here in American Fork, Utah for giving me some time with this Escape. This particular one is still available for sale for the time being, so if you're interested, I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can reach out to them. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder paired to an IVCT and a hybrid system. Fuel economy is 42 around town and then 36 on the highway, with power outputs being about 200 horsepower and then 155 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, the white paint somewhat hides it, but you guys can see the body lines there. It looks pretty cool. And then coming down below, these daytime running lights are very interesting, and even the grille here at the top is also a daytime running light. Anyways, you got the headlights as well, and then you guys can see here, we've got the fog lights, and then we've got a darker grille. And putting it all together with the light bar effect on the front end, it looks pretty cool. Now, coming around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 225, 55, 19 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see with the wheels, you got the silver with the metallic gray in the center. Now, interestingly enough, the fender flares are unpainted on this, and so is the bodywork there on the side, but the door handles and the mirror caps, those are painted, and then you got some like silver trim. And then here's your full side view on the Escape. It kind of has like a two-tone appearance almost. So here's our key fob. We have our unlock function, our lock function, remote start. We've got the opening for the hatch and then your Ford logo, and we'll just press that a couple times. Now, actually popping into the rear, we've got quite a bit of cargo space here in the back. We've got a 12 volts back here as well. And then you got all the mats. Looks like it comes with rubber mats, which is pretty cool. And then we've got a spare tire just underneath. And then when you're all done, just press that button. So here are the taillights with the new Escape. You actually do get a hybrid badge. And then since this one's a platinum, you have a platinum badge. Putting it all together, it just looks like pretty much every other Escape, which I don't think is a bad thing. Now, taking a look at the door panel, you've got the little lines that every Escape has, and then some padding where you're going to rest your arm. Got some nice stitching here, and then you guys can see with the seat how it's perforated all down the center. Legroom here in the back of the Escape's pretty good for the size of crossover it is. We've got some vents here in the center. We've got some USB action. Headroom, also good. And of course, we got a cup holder armrest. Now here's the front door panel. You guys can see we've got this cool trim piece here and then more padding down below. All of our window controls, we've got our mirror adjustments, memory seats, and then blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. More stitching up front, and then you can see it's perforated all down the center. And then we got our power adjustments here, and then our light controls there on the side. The steering wheel is manually adjustable. So here is our steering wheel. You guys can see nice padding all around. And then we've got some controls for the center stack. This does come with adaptive cruise control as well as steering assist. And then you can see the stocks there on the back. So here is our gauge cluster. You guys can see fully digital and gives you all the information that you need to know on the hybrid side of things. You guys can see over there with what's happening. Pretty cool little setup. And then just like other Escapes, we do have some different drive modes we can go into, and it does change the look of the gauge cluster. So like sport mode, you can see it gets a little bit more aggressive. Now, this also comes with the Escape's new 360 camera system, so you can see the bird's eye view and then the view out of the rear as well. And, you know, you've got the other viewpoints you can do on top of that. And then moving from that to the rest of the infotainment system, this is the drive mode select area. Response time with the screen is actually really good. It's a pretty large infotainment system. You got a shortcut bar here at the bottom for like the climate controls, the heated seats, and the heated steering wheel. So I'd say overall, I mean, look at that. It's easy to use. We've got our parking assist here. This is for the camera system, defroster, and then you guys can see drive mode select and then volume control, and then our charging area here with our wireless phone charging pad. Dial shifter for the transmission. Got our parking brake here, auto hold, some cup holder action, and then pretty normal center console. Glove box also normal as well. And then look at the trim on the dash, that's pretty cool. And then cool thing that this has is a full panoramic sunroof. There's quite a bit of glare, so it's going to be kind of hard to see what's happening here. But again, this is an Escape Platinum 600A equipment group. Has a few options. The biggest one is premium technology package for $1,900. But anyways, total MSRP is $45,155. And let's see how it drives. we are setting off, let's talk about visibility here in the Escape Hybrid, and I'll have the power flow chart so you guys can see what's happening. So there's over the hood, both of the mirrors, which do have blind spot monitoring. Throughout the rest of the rear, really solid. And, well, we are already setting off. Pretty cool to see what the power flow is doing. That's fun. Pretty good acceleration so far, honestly. I just drove the 2.0 turbo Escape before this, which, I mean, that's going to be faster. It has more horsepower, more torque, turbocharged. It's definitely going to be faster, but this doesn't feel slow. Now, I'm kind of mentally comparing this to the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 hybrid. It's doing all the right hybrid stuff so far. Let's see what the acceleration's like. Pretty good. I mean, it feels like a lot of the other vehicles in this segment when it comes to acceleration. Huh. I'm impressed, actually. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it drives like the new Escape, which I think it's a car that drives well. It handles well for what it is. It's got comfortable suspension. It's just a good all-around car, I'd say. So let's get into summing things up and get into some of my potential hot takes here on the Escape Hybrid. So here's the deal. When it comes to looks, I mean, I think the new Escape looks great. It actually drives really well. I think it's comfortable. A couple hot takes. So first off, I just know this because of these reviews. Most people that are buying a hybrid, their reason they're buying a hybrid is to save money. And so a way that they're going to save money is by not having to replace cars as often. So that means that people that buy hybrids are super sensitive to reliability. Ford, unlike Toyota and Honda, doesn't have like the reputation for reliability. So I think that's one thing going against this is just Ford's reputation. Now, another part is, this is my other hot take, is this Platinum package. Like, no offense, but like this is kind of disappointing for a Platinum, because like you look at a Platinum Explorer or Platinum F-150, beautiful interior. They're throwing the Platinum badge on this, and this is really more like a Limited. It's not a Platinum. It doesn't even have air-conditioned seats. So, and no massaging seats either, right? So with that being said, I think this is actually a really good hybrid vehicle. It drives really well, but I think that Ford's gonna have a slight uphill battle because of the buyer base that typically wants to buy this type of vehicle. They, again, like I said, are hypersensitive about reliability. So Ford needs to improve their reputation for reliability to compete better in this segment against Toyota and Honda, and then make this a real Platinum, please. Like leather on the dash, all that, the stuff that we get on the F-150 and the Explorer Platinum, it should be in here, but just miniature.